Tomorrow, local and state law enforcement leaders will meet for a juvenile justice summit with the governor.
And one issue that will be at the forefront is the use of ankle monitors to keep track of juvenile suspects. WGNO's Rick Gogrieve is here with the story. Rick.
Susie and Kurt, DA Williams says that as of today, there are no real rules that the DA can easily rely on when it comes to juvenile electronic monitoring. Now he looks to make some serious changes. According to District Attorney Jason Williams, the juvenile justice system has much to improve on. He says as of today, two of the main issues they face are a lack of transparency regarding when and how juveniles are released, as well as how juveniles are tracked with ankle monitors.
As you all are aware, there are currently no uniform protocols, standards, or rules that my office, the rest of the system, or the general public can easily rely on.
Williams is now calling on all juvenile court judges to conduct hearings on all juvenile defendants who are under any form of electronic monitoring to determine if they are compliant or not. He asks that any defendant found non-compliant to be taken into custody immediately.
There must be accountability and strict adherence to rules of supervised release and electronic monitoring.
He also says any future juvenile released with electronic monitoring should be monitored in real time.
Simply put, juvenile court needs transparency. It needs transparency in sentencing and release protocols.
To increase transparency, he wants the Juvenile Justice Intervention Center to notify the public in every case of escape or if a violent individual who has been released tampers with his ankle monitor.
Victims need to know when a defendant is not where he was told to be. And frankly, that juvenile, he needs that degree of accountability so that he can grow and develop to be a better person than he was when he came into the system.
DA Williams will present these ideas tomorrow at the summit where Governor Landry and the State Attorney General Liz Morrell will be present as well. Susie and Kurt.
And we'll see if anybody agrees. Thank you, Rick.